Game changer.
I like that one.
You like that episode?
Mm-hmm.
It was a good episode.
The ending was sad though.
Yeah.
All right, Shelley.
Hmm?
What episode we on?
That one? The next one?
Where they were meeting in heaven.
They wouldn't do the euthanasia thing, meaning
Yeah.
Titans and Eldians would.
Oh yeah, they're all gonna live
Happily
happily ever after in harmony.
and have lots of babies.
Yes, that's what I want to happen.
Could you like this
They should have different endings if not. Like, we'll do that
reproduction?
Yeah, we'll rewrite it.
Yeah.
We'll rewrite
That
that.
makes sense. We could have our own anime. I can draw. No, I can't.
Your
I can't draw stick
kids can.
people.
We could have a stick people anime that has our own ending.
Hey, we
But-
have
We can make
talented
them out of
children,
snow.
though.
That's
Yeah.
true. We can have
Out
kids
of
that can
tight
draw.
snow claymation. Snowmation.
It melts and comes
Snowmation,
back
yeah.
and it's snowmation.
Seriously, all
Yeah.
three of us have
Talented
kids.
children, artistic
Mhm.
children.
All three of us, like all three of me, you, and Shelley.
Shelley.
Not that
Yeah. Well,
had nothing to do with it.
but they get their artistic
Yeah.
abilities from him, not me. So
Not
I
all
can't
the
really.
kids.
Not me. What'd you
Not all
say?
the
Dave?
Not all the kids. Their kids don't get that from me.
That's true. He's got a big
That
one.
would be really weird.
The Beast, it almost looks like he's won and he's taking control, but his nemesis that has always beaten him all the time is not dead. And that is...
His nemesis,
Levi.
my man.
Oh.
But he's pretty bloody. But if they've been up there a while on that cloud of sand
Yeah.
and
Well,
chains,
Cloud of sand.
then
Yeah.
but
He's
that's a,
had time.
that's a different time frame.
I know.
Yeah.
Could be seconds, it could be years.
Hanji washed all the blood off. Too.
Yeah, in the river. She
Yeah.
washed his
Oh, yeah,
blood
yeah.
off.
So he's
good
good.
to go.
So you think that as they're in the middle of this conversation in the other world, all of a sudden there's going to be a big light ripped into that world because Levi is slicing through Zeke's neck?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying,
But
in
how-
the real world, Levi is going to take
Yeah,
it.
I think he's getting ready to go down
Oh,
there.
I know
and do
what-
stuff.
To that point. So, let's say Zeke does this thing and sets up the euthanasia thing. Who's to say that the next Titan, like Historia, if she becomes a Titan or whatever, couldn't reverse that?
Right. Just
The
because
founding?
the euthanasia thing is for the end, there's still Titans now. And whoever has the founding Titan now
Could reverse
doesn't
that.
have to
So-
be Zeke or Eren. They can reverse.
Right now, Zeke has the founding titan, right? He took it from
Well,
the girl.
I don't
I'm not,
think
no.
So
Eren has the founding Titan, but Zeke, because he has royal blood, Eren was the key to get him there, is what he's saying.
Since he has the founding
But he
titan.
was already there, and that's maybe the whole.
The
one
key
of
was the
plot
key to
holes.
unlock it, maybe. I mean,
Maybe
because he called him the key, and what do you use? What do you do with the key
you'll
to
be
unlock
there.
something?
But Eren had the founding titan in him, so that makes sense that
That's
Zeke
how he
was
got
waiting
there.
there for him.
That's what doesn't make sense. And Zeke had already been there when she repaired him with the sand. So why
Yeah.
couldn't he have done what he needed to do there? That's maybe one of the plot holes that's in Attack on Titan.
or maybe Eren doesn't realize that because he has the founding Titan, he tried to touch. Was it Ymir that the little girl was Ymir? Maybe she wouldn't touch him because he is the founding Titan in that area, and instead of relying on her, he needs to rely on himself.
Deep thoughts. Episode 20, Season 4, Memories of the Future. More nudity, profanity, and violence. Oh, baby!
Aw,
her
chubby
stories,
little
baby?
arms.
Aw, ruffle butt.
It looked like
Chubby
Eren's
legs.
eyeball.
Yeah, whose
It did
Whose
look like
eyes are
Eren's
they?
eyes.
Looks like Eren's neck.
Bad babysitter.
Um,
Yeah.
looks scared to me. Mhm.
一体何がしたいお前が分かるまで見せてやるグリシャ・イエーガーがいかにして息子を洗脳しお前に民族主義を植え付けたのか分かるまで何度も
But how's Eren can just say, "Oh, yep, I agree," but it still doesn't mean he agrees. They're a bunch of liars.
幸せを享受するあんたを誰も咎めない
Well, you're the one that went against him. No, but I guess at the same time he wasn't treating Zeke very good when he was young.
Are those the books?
They look like it.
Oh, I missed it.
I did too.
I was
saw
looking at
him
the
on
There
baby.
was a red book and a green book.
I saw him on the table.
次だ
Is this like Scrooge?
Yeah, that, I was just
feel
thinking
like it.
that.
こんなに早く突き止めていたなんてここは何だ壁の王の根城だそんなはずはないグリシャが始祖を奪ったのは壁が破壊さ
Oh,
れ
we've
た
already
日
seen this church.
まだ何年も先だ
So this is something Zeke doesn't even know.
Yeah, you're right. Is he gonna try to go back and like see how Zeke is doing?
So he's upset because
なるほど
Eren's getting
二
the
人の
love.
息子は愛されていたらしい復権派の使命を中断するくらいに俺とはまるで大違いだなさすがに前回の失敗を踏まえているよだが実際お前は父親の都合通りに動いている本来のお前ではなくなったごめんな
Aw,
ジーク
Hmm. This is gonna change Zeke's mind, not Eren.
right.
ジークそこにいるのか
No. How does that work?
What? How is he?
Is he in his
Timeline.
dream?
Well, he was a Titan, remember?
Yeah.
ジークがあんなヒゲ面おじさんなわけないだろただの夢だこれは次だ次の記憶だ
But everybody with the Titans can see the future, so all three of them were Titans. And and them in particular, their family too, so they're really interconnected in
And what was the title?
Memories.
future
of the future.
memories.
No,
Memories of the future.
Or memories
Memories
of the future. Like I said,
Future
future
memories.
memories.
Same difference.
お前は父親に洗脳なんてされていなかったとだから無駄だと言った何年も親父の記憶をさまよう前になだとしたらなぜお前は俺を裏切った
Because you were wrong.
ただここにいるのは父親の望んだエルディア復権を否定し続けることでしか自分自身を肯定できない男死んだ父親にとらわれたままの哀れな男だ
Say he's
Daddy
right.
issues, in other words.
男は父親に感謝しているこの父親の行いが息子を目覚めさせエルディアの危機から世界を救うのだからある意味世界を救ったのはこの父親だ皮肉な話だと思わないかエレン
Yeah, Grisha wrote the book.
We're in the basement.
Leaving another family.
今すぐ壁に攻めてきた巨人を殺してください妻や子供たちが壁の民が食われてし
Well,
ま
he
う
tried to stop him. He
No.
knew it was coming.
She's pretty.
Frida.
Ooh, the eyes.
罪
罪から逃れてはいけません。我々予備の民が裁かれる日が来たのです。
この一家はここでグリシャによって皆殺しにされるお前はかつてこの記憶を見たと言ったなそして父親に深く失望したあれも嘘だった私の家は破壊された壁のすぐそばにありそこで妻と息子と娘と暮らしている
我々はただ何も知らずに 世界の怒りを受け入れれば死ぬのは我々エルディア人だけで済むのです
Self-sacrifice.
私を説得しよう
Eren is fuming.
ことです
9つの巨人にはそれぞれの特性がある
This is gonna be important.
進撃の巨人にもかねてより進撃の巨人の継承者は何者にも従うことがなかった私にはその理由がわかる全ては王の独善に抗うためこの時のために皆が
Where's
この
Eren
記憶
going?
に導かれた進撃の巨人は未来の継承者の記憶をも覗き見ることができるつまり未来を知ることが可能なのだ
So
未来だと
Eren knows the future. He knew all this was
He
gonna happen.
walked up there.
Is he gonna be the ones that? Is he the one to kill him?
進撃の巨人の特性
私はここで始祖を下り王家の血をここで絶やすそういう未来だと決まっている
What's that? Butter knife?
He's gonna become the attack titan. What's happening?
This is where. What?
Maybe this didn't happen. He couldn't do it.
Where's Eren?
Maybe that's not the real reality. So it was planted in Eren's mind. I think we said this once.
グリシャは確かに始祖を奪い
Yeah, Zeke.
逆走した
Is this an eye opener?
過去が変わるわけがない何をやってるふりだ早くその男を殺せ始祖は無敵だそいつを殺せ何をしてる立てよ父さん忘れたのか何をしにここに来たのか
Mm-hmm.
犬に食われた妹に報いるためだろう復権派の仲間にダイナにクルーガーに報いるために進み続けるんだ死んでも死んだ後もこれは父さんが始めた物語
Yeah, he does do it.
Then does he go kill all the kids too?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Who just kissed whose hand?
That's what I was wondering.
Anybody get that? This future past thing, would Grisha not have done that?
If it
Ever?
hadn't been
If
for
Eren
Eren.
wouldn't have been
Aaron
there?
hadn't been there.
Right.
Kind of looked that way.
小さな子を潰したカマキリだレイスケを殺したぞ父親以外はこれでいいのか
Oh, is he blaming Eren now?
Yeah.
Which Eren is he talking to?
Eren Kruger.
Are you
Maybe.
sure?
Are you sure?
I think he's talking to his son.
Yeah, I think he is
Because
too.
his son just convinced him
Yeah.
to do it.
そこにいるんだろう
Mm.
ジークこの先お前の望みは叶わない
Mm-hmm.
Well, kind of spoils everything for you, doesn't it?
言っている先の記憶を見たしかしまさかあんな恐ろしいことになるとは
This show.
ジークお前なのか大きくなったなすまない私はひどい父親だった
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
It's what he always wanted to hear.
He had the other guy to play baseball with. He didn't need a dad.
Well, that's really mind messing him up now.
No kidding. What does he mean by things
There
are
it
going
is.
Aww.
Aw. Things are going to be terrible. That's a lot of tears right there. Jeez.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
made me
All right, so
tear
which one are we rooting for?
It just switched.
So one thing we didn't know, and I think we kind of predicted that Eren knew the future. I feel like that happened
Yep.
a long time ago. That we
We assumed that was a possibility.
Uh-huh.
This
but
proved it.
this confirmed it, and it also confirmed that Zeke did not know that the Attack Titan had the ability to see into the future, and so Eren has known all along Zeke's plans to double cross him or cross him or whatever, and how it's all.
Yeah.
And it really comes down to, does Eren even have a choice in all this, or is he fulfilling
Like a
future
prophecy.
history or prophecy because that's the way it's going to be? Or does he have the ability to change his own future?
Yeah. Make his own plan.
I get so confused when you're talking about future, and not when you are, but like when it goes like you're going back in the past and this is the future, and like I don't.
Yeah.
Time jumps.
Oh, I love
Yes.
that stuff.
It's fun, but it is. There's
does.
always
And I'm
a
like,
hole.
well, what if you hadn't done this? Then you know.
Game changer.
I like that one.
You like that episode?
Mm-hmm.
It was a good episode.
The ending was sad though.
He gained some perspective and emotion to realize that his dad wasn't 100% a jerk.
Yeah.
And he was a jerk, but he understood now as an adult, looking at his adult father's perspective and realizing that all along he had
Good intention. I mean,
good
In his
intentions,
mind.
and
In
he's
his
always felt bad for
Yeah.
how
And
he
carried
treated
that
his
with
son.
him, yeah.
Yeah.
and I mean, I
Felt
feel like
guilty.
I can relate to that with our 4 kids and what I did. You know, what I learned from the first compared to the last, and
Yeah.
I mean, nothing that extreme, obviously,
I
but
hope not.
You didn't kill somebody else's family just to protect them.
I have
But
seen
yeah.
her turn into a Titan a time or two.
towards the kids or you.
So does this prove that they can go back in time and change the outcome before it started then?
Kind of
Or is
does to
this-
I
me.
don't know if they
Because
do.
Eren
Well, yeah, just
I
from
mean,
that,
Eren-
went back to
that
talk
there.
to
But
his dad.
did he talk him into it there, or was it in his head already that because he could see
Yeah.
his memories?
Is Eren really the reason he ate the Reese family?
Right, because that did happen, so.
And then you're like, what did they want us to think? Okay, it's probably opposite of what they want us to think right now.
Yeah.
But it is confusing that Eren told him to do that as an adult, where that happened quite a while ago that he
Yeah,
ate the Reese
before he-
family.
Well, and Zeke brought him there. If Zeke wouldn't have brought him there, would it have ever happened to begin with?
And they never got together.
Well,
at
kinda.
all.
Kind of, because Zeke says, we have plenty of time. Let's go look at new memories. And because what did Eren say after like the second or third memory? It's like, oh, you've convinced me or whatever. You know, you're right. I've changed or whatever.
And he's like,
And Zeke's like, no, you need more memories. We've got plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of set himself up to go through all those memories.
And
It's
sounds
a-
like Eren knew what was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Good
It was a
episode.
good one.
I like that episode.
hmm Time travel really confuses me.
Maybe
Let's
we'll-
try it and see if it's that confusing.
Okay.
Let's work on that.
Damon, you build it. You're the engineer.
All right.
Okay,
if you build it, we will come.
we will.
You know, I remember somebody asking us if we could travel. That was one of the questions. If we could travel back in time, what would we
Oh.
do? Remember that?
Yeah. I feel like we brought that up in our questions and answers. We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Watch our
that's
questions and
that's
answers.
why. We had no idea at the time, but that's why. I'm sure. Don't you think?
Oh.
Oh.
So yeah, so the next question is, if you
Sneaky.
could go back in time in your own life, would you try to change something that
I
or
mean, who
convince your
wouldn't?
parents did, or
I'd probably buy Google stock.
Oh, crap.
Okay, thanks everybody.
yep, peace.